Episode number 182. When left alone, the two friends at first kept an embarrassed silence. It however became necessary for one of them to break it first, and as D'Artagnan appeared determined to leave that on to his companion, Aramis said, "You see that I am returned to my fundamental ideas." "Yes, efficacious grace has touched you, as that gentleman said just now." "Oh, these plans of retreat have been formed for a long time. You have often heard me speak of them, have you not, my friend?" "Yes, but I confess I always thought you jested with such things." "Oh, D'Artagnan." "The devil! Why, people jest with that. And people are wrong, D'Artagnan, for that is the door which leads to perdition, or to salvation." "Granted, but if you please, let us not theologize, Aramis. You must have had enough for today. As for me, I have almost forgotten the little Latin I have ever known. Then I confess to you that I have eaten nothing since 10 o'clock this morning, and I am devilish hungry." "We will dine directly, my friend, only you must please to remember that this is Friday. Now, on such a day I can neither eat flesh, nor see it eaten. If you can be satisfied with my dinner, it consists of cooked tetragons and fruits." "What do you mean by tetragons?" asked D'Artagnan, uneasily. "I mean spinach," replied Aramis. "But on your account I will add some eggs, and that is a serious infraction of the rule for eggs are meat, since they engender chickens. This feast is not very succulent, but never mind, I will put up with it for the sake of remaining with you." "I am grateful to you for the sacrifice," said Aramis. "But, if your body be not greatly benefited by it, be assured your soul will." "And so, Aramis, you are decidedly going into the church? What will our two friends say? What will Monsieur de Treville say? They will treat you as a deserter, I warn you." "I do not enter the church, I re-enter it. I deserted the church for the world, for you know that I forced myself when I became a musketeer." I know nothing about it." "You don't know I quit the seminary?" "Not at all." "This is my story, then. Besides, the scriptures say, 'Confess yourselves to one another,' and I confess to you, D'Artagnan. And I give you absolution beforehand. You see I am a good sort of a man." "Do not jest about holy things, my friend." "Go on, then, I listen." "I had been at the seminary from 9 years old. In 3 days I should have been 20. I was about to become an abbé, and all was arranged. One evening I went, according to custom, to a house which I frequented with much pleasure. When one is young, what can be expected? One is weak. An officer, who saw me, with a jealous eye, reading the lives of the saints to the mistress of the house, entered suddenly, and without being announced. That evening I had translated an episode of Judith, and had just communicated my verses to the lady, who gave me all sorts of compliments, and leaning on my shoulder, was reading them a second time with me. A pause, which I must admit was rather free, wounded this officer. He said nothing, but when I went out he followed, and quickly came up with me. 'Monsieur the Abbé,' said he, 'do you like blows with a cane?' 'I cannot say, monsieur,' answered I. 'No one has ever dared to give me any.' 'Well, listen to me, then, Monsieur the Abbé. If you venture again into the house in which I have met you this evening, I will dare it myself.' I really think I must have been frightened. I became very pale. I felt my legs fail me. I sought for a reply, but could find none. I was silent. The officer waited for his reply, and seeing it so long coming, he burst into a laugh, turned upon his heel, and re-entered the house. I returned to the seminary.